And here we go. We're live. Thank everyone for joining us today. As you guys already know, Jose is in a very special place. Where are you at, Jose?
Well, I'm at Yongin Speedway in the south of Seoul. And here we are with the Hyundai N and Toyota GR Festival.
Awesome. All right. So before we start, we do have a very special guest. Today, joining us is Jinsu from WRD. Some of you guys already know him by the interview that he did to Jose. And if you haven't seen the video, you make sure you look at that. But let's go ahead and have Jinsu show up. There it is. Hey,
Hello.
Jinsu, how's it going?
Good, how are you? Can you hear me well?
Yes, we can hear you pretty
Yeah.
well.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
Definitely. Thank you. Thank you for actually joining
It's a
us. Can
pleasure.
you tell us a little bit how your name and some of your background and a little bit about you?
Okay, so my name is Jinsu. I'm based in Seoul, Korea. I have this company. I founded this company, WRD. Basically, we are group of automotive creatives. We do a lot of marketing work for global car brands, and also we have this Instagram and YouTube channel covering about all different kinds of car culture. So last time, luckily enough, I had a chance to interview Jose, and then we heard all the background story about the Korean car blog, including Eric, like how they met, right? So if you guys have time, please check out Jose's video on our channel, WRD. So you can find in YouTube and Instagram. And thanks for having me. And then unfortunately, I couldn't be at the site. I was planning to go, but I'm here at the studio, just do the live with these guys.
Yeah, I mean definitely. I'm again thank you for that interview, and like I told you before, I'm not there either, so we're kind of even.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you're able to join us today. Of course, you plan to be with Jose that day today, but things couldn't happen. But again, I'm glad you're able to join us in this live stream. You're actually our first guest, so I hope we can collaborate more in the future.
Sure.
So Jose, can you tell us what is your schedule for today?
Well, I have a very tight schedule today. And for example, at 2:15, they will open the stage and they will start with the show run. So as you can see here, back in the circuit, they are already rolling some cars from Hyundai and from Toyota, from customers too. And then they will make a show run with a drift show and so on.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
and
the
after
cars that are
that,
running right now, are those from customers or the actual cars that are running?
From both.
Okay.
Yeah. There are company cars and there are also customer cars. Then they will make a rally taxi event. It would be great if I can join because the i20 AAC is amazing.
Right.
And after that, they will have a kind of a gincana too.
Nice.
It will be great. I will try to film all these events and share later.
That's good. So make sure you take lots of videos and
Sure.
pictures.
Also, they have a lot of cars on display. We can see Ioniq 5N, Ioniq 5N TA spec, the new one, the RN spec, as you can see on the screen. And there are also some customer cars here on show from both brands, from Hyundai and from Toyota.
Yeah, these are some pictures that Hyundai provided us. This is based on their PR. and these are the the GR models, especially the H2 concept, the EA86. Yeah, it's a really cool seeing all these two brands collaborating and showcasing their cars and what they can do, and more importantly, the partnership that they'll be able to do in the future, which is this is what we can hear, right? They'll probably do a partnership for the hydrogen.
Yeah.
So this is basically, again, some of the pictures they sent to us, and of course what they just recently showed us, the RN24, which from the RN models, they used to be based on the Veloster back then, right at the very beginning, and now this looks like nothing like the Veloster. But I guess it's a hydrogen car.
No, it's all electric.
All electric. Okay.
Yeah, this is based on the Ioniq 5N chassis and powertrain, but the looks, well, it's like a kart, I think.
Yeah.
But, I need to say that they have two touches that reminds me Casper.
Casper.
I got the front lights are from the Casper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
the
do you
lights.
think, Jinso?
Yeah, lights from the front and then back, it definitely looks like Casper, and also globally they called Inster, the EV model. But actually, if you look at the car spec, the wheelbase is same as Kona, so we can tell the base chassis from Kona. But they took the PE system, the battery and motor from the Ioniq 5. So they on the Kona chassis, they put the Ioniq 5 PE system, like battery and motor and stuff. So it definitely looks like kart, and then the lights looks Casper or Inster, but we can see that this is from the based on Kona. And also, like Jose said, or Eric said, RM, they had a rolling lap as RM, so they had RM 16, 17. The styling was looking like the FS Veloster, but now they carry on that rolling lap concept to RN22, which was based on Ioniq 6, and now this one, RN24, came out, and then they just had end day, right? So many people are excited about this car.
Yeah, it's
interesting.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is something that we were kind of used to and waiting for. What will be their newest sports car? Because, like, again, we were hoping to have a faster Veloster, but of course now it became the well, they actually made an N Veloster. Now they do the i30. So now they're focusing on electric, as you can see on this RN24. So it should be good. We should be able to see more. We already have the Ioniq 5N, and soon will be the 6, right? So we'll see what this car brings up for the future.
Yeah, obviously, Hyundai N, I think in their future model, they are going to electrification for all their high performance models. So this is one of the symbol, because they call it rolling lap. So their direction is definitely electrification. And then on the other hand, Toyota, they brought a lot of hydrogen high performance car as well on their GR brand. So they have a GR Corolla H2, which is based on hydrogen powertrain, and also the AE86 hydrogen concept that is also based on hydrogen. But also we have to think differently, because GR Corolla H2 and AE86, yeah, those two cars, H2 concept, they are hydrogen engines. So for Hyundai hydrogen car like Envision 74, it's a hydrogen EV. So hydrogen makes electricity in the car, and then they use electricity as energy to run the car. But these two cars, they are hydrogen engines. So actually, it's an internal combustion engine. So it's interesting because both use the hydrogen as a future energy, but their approach and direction is kind of different. But at the same time,
Yeah,
the production car, Toyota Mirai and Hyundai Nexo, they both are hydrogen EV. So Toyota is having both hydrogen EV and the hydrogen engine. So it's really interesting. They are using the same source, but their approach and directions are different.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
The Nexo I mean, they started selling it in California for some time, and then they stopped. But now I believe they brought a new one, right? Is that right? They're making a new model of the Nexo.
yeah. A new Nexo is in the works.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I think
so
I
mhm,
think during the week, during this week, we can be able to give you more details about the next generation Nexo.
that'd be great. Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah,
something that we need to have here in the United States. Of course, the hydrogen stations they're not popular. Um, there's a lot of them are in California, but not in the whole US. So it's difficult, and hopefully with this hopefully new partnership that Toyota and Hyundai is building up, we should be able to see more stations and implementations. And Toyota is here in North Texas in Plano, so hopefully we'll see more stations here as well. That will be
So
interesting.
yeah, definitely the partnership here and also their chairman's meeting is based on hydrogen. But then why, if you think about it, like Eric just pointed out, it's about the infrastructure. So the
Okay.
yeah,
same thing happened for EV. So in Europe, they
yeah,
started this Ionity like committee or something. So they partnership. So they brought a lot of brands together to build the infrastructure. And I think for Toyota and Hyundai, the hydrogen partnership is the same way. We need the infrastructure to sell more hydrogen cars. So I think the background of this partnership is from that mind behind.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely gonna see more hydrogen out there, and by Toyota and Hyundai being able to partnership and kind of get the head start on this. It's not just for them, but it's for more for the consumer. At the end of the day, they will be able to have more options. So I think that's one of the good things about this partnership between these two big companies.
yeah.
Right.
But yeah, it'll be interesting what we'll see in the future
Mm.
for these two companies. And but we're on the circuit, and I'm pretty sure that this is gonna be fun for you, Jose. What are your expectations for today? Oh, we might last. We'll ask him probably. Yeah, the connection is not there. Connection at the circuit is not good. He's using a Wi-Fi. But let's see. So while Jose gets back,
So
Jinsu, can you tell us a little bit
sure.
of the history of the circuit?
Oh, so this is called the Yongin Speedway. So
Mm-hmm.
actually, this was built by Samsung Group.
Ah,
You guys
interesting.
are should be familiar with the Galaxy phone, right? So
Oh yeah,
it's
actually.
it's been known that the former Samsung's chairman is a huge car enthusiast. So he collects a lot
Ah,
of cars and also he built this racing circuit. Right, there you go. So yeah, so this circuit has been quite I think it was built in 90s, so it was
okay.
almost the first on-road racing circuit in Korea. And then now they do a lot of racing, and also the AMG brand bought some ownership of this, not the ownership, the copyright of this racing circuit. So it was called AMG Yongin Speedway, but now I think the naming partnership was done. But so they had a driving experience center. AMG had the driving experience center in Yongin, based in Yongin. And then
Mm-hmm.
this is like only 1.5 hour from Seoul. So this is the nearest circuit from Seoul. So it's easy to get there, a lot of traffic. I mean, public transportation, and then the circuit is not that big though, but then they expand the size of the circuit like 10 years ago. So this
Okay.
is the most well known, and then most people can easy to get there. And also if you travel to Korea, there's amusement park, the one of the biggest amusement park right next to the circuit, the Everland, is also run by Samsung. So this is a whole run by Samsung Group, and also Yongin Speedway is the nearest circuit from Seoul. So if you ever come to Korea, visit Korea, you guys can check the event over there, and then you guys check out the place.
Yeah, nice. Very, very nice. So, well, actually, to be honest, I had no idea this was from Samsung. So I guess, is this the only track that you guys have in South Korea, or?
Oh no, we have KIC, which means Korea International Circuit. So this is located in Yeongam area, so very south part of Korea. And then
Okay.
we had F1 racing over there for 3 or 4 years. So if you search Google, you guys should know, like there was a Korea F1, and then it was held
Right.
in KIC, Korea International Circuit. So that circuit is F1 grade. So it's really big, and it's a really nice pavement and everything. But then the problem is far from Korea. It's like 4-5 hours driving from Seoul. So that's one of the reasons why Korea F1 was not very successful. And also
Okay.
we have another circuit, Inje circuit. So that one is like 2-3 hours from Seoul. And then that circuit is known for like Korean Nürburgring because it has a lot of elevation and
Right.
stuff. But the Inje circuit is, I think, in access wise, is the easiest access circuit in Korea. So many car enthusiasts and then Hyundai and owners in Korea, they go to Inje circuit to have track day and then enjoy their driving. I guess
Nice.
Jose is back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm back. Sorry with the,
Welcome back.
We lost you for a minute.
yeah. The
It's a
Wi-Fi.
bad connection, I guess.
Yeah.
Are you using your phone, I guess, now
Yeah.
instead of the laptop? Okay, good. So Gene, so you mentioned that some of your colleagues were sending you some pictures of the event. Are
Yeah,
you
let me.
able to share us
Sure.
some?
Sure. So they just took it from their phone, so it's not really high resolution or high quality, but I will definitely like give some of the photo and also video to KCB, the Jose and Eric, so you guys can post with a lot of photo. So this is basically the scene of the site, Yongin Speedway, and then you can obviously see really weird scene. I can't call it weird because like Hyundai and Toyota together. So I mean, other than the motor show, this is really a unique event that Hyundai and Toyota, only two brands, are joining together, since they are very big competitor in global market. And also this is happening in Korea, and then Toyota is based in Japan, but then they are having this event in Korea. So this is really unique one-off. And then I think the global audience should know better, this is really a special event. Then I'm
Right.
not so sure it can happen again, but it is happening now, and then it's really
Yeah.
lucky for Jose to be there.
Oh yeah, he's very lucky.
Yeah. As they say
Too
that,
lucky.
as they say on the press event, they say that they started thinking about this idea at the beginning of this year. So they will started talking, and the idea came from the Hyundai guy, and he started.
Oh, we lost him again.
So yeah, Toyota is having Gaju Racing Festival all around the world, especially in Asia. So in Shanghai, in Okinawa, so they had this event. Oh, Jose's back.
Okay.
You can continue, Jose.
As I said, they say that they started planning this event from the beginning of the year, and the idea came from Hyundai and Bosch. They start chatting with the Toyota GR boss, and they started well, developing the idea, thinking about how it could be, and at the end, they make it. And as you said, Jinsu.
Oh, okay. Well.
So if
Too
you
much.
guys know, March this year, Toyota Akio, the chairman of Toyota, he invited E.S. Chung, which is chairman of Hyundai Motor Group, to Japan, and then they had this meeting in March. So
Correct.
obviously they talk about like hydrogen, and then it's on the article. I read the article, newspaper article. So, and then they are having the second meeting right now. And then
Correct.
also I'm pretty sure they will have meeting like today and tomorrow. So recently they also announced that their robotics partnership. So it could be really interesting, like what's in their mind and then what's coming in the future. So like I said before, the Gaju Racing Festival, they are having all around Asia, like Shanghai, Thailand, Okinawa, and then the Toyota Akio, who is called Morijo himself, the nickname. So he is, I think in the most of the event, he's there driving himself, having some presence there. So I think they were planning the Toyota Gaju Racing Festival in Korea, and then I think, like Jose said, Hyundai got the idea, and then I think it's one of the first event that Toyota Gaju Racing Festival is joining another brand to have this festival. Yeah, but also, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So, but in Japan, I think it's happening a lot. Like two or three brands joining together. You could see like Toyota, Honda. They are doing the event together, and then they invite like other companies' chairman to drive car or riding motorcycle. So it is very common in Japan. But in Korea, I mean, sadly, we have only Hyundai Motor Group as a local car company. So we didn't see any kind of like joining event between two brands, but now this is happening between Korea and Japan. So I think it's really great for the brand, great for the fans, and great for the global audience.
Indeed. I mean, this is something that I think it pretty much caught everyone by surprise. I mean, these two big companies and going to do such event, and of course they're trying in South Korea, but hopefully they'll do it in different countries. Like I'm hoping that they'll do it here in the United States as well. I wouldn't guess that Japan is another option, of course, but we have a lot of fans here in the United States, so they should bring that as well here.
Yeah,
they have a lot of presence here.
And also Australia too, I guess. So if we can see this kind of joining event in United States and Australia, in Japan, it would be really great.
Yeah. Not in Europe, right, Jose?
Well, I could guess that the next event could be in Japan, as you said. Maybe in the future going to North America. I don't think. Well, maybe at the Nürburgring could be a good place to make an event like this.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Yeah. So I called it, but did I predict the future? Just like I said, Japan, North America. There you go. I knew it.
Cool.
No, that's interesting. I mean, it's something that they obviously need to be able to expand. And with this partnership that they're planning to do, which is a big thing, it's not a small thing. Working together for hydrogen and making more accessible to different countries, it just makes sense. It's just a good opportunity to not only show the cars that they have, but what they're planning to do in the future. So, and this partnership will work perfectly with this type of events, because what they're doing is, especially with the N74, in a combination of hydrogens and they're going more into racing as far as that car, but it can be a combination of both of them, right? So. We lost Jose again. Maybe he's running out of time.
Okay. So in terms of partnership, I mean, if there's some brand partnership, usually they are doing I mean, they are showing only like saying signing ceremony or press release. So like the fans and customers, they cannot go to see the actual partnership is happening. But even though the partnership is about hydrogen robotics, they are joining together with this high performance brand, which has many fans. So I think it's great for the fans and then enthusiasts to, and of course for owners, get together and then see different brands and then see different events. And also today's event, they brought a lot of drivers from their WRC.
Yes.
So Hyundai and Toyota, they are big competitor in WRC program. So Kachita is there, and also Latbala, which is TP, and then of course Morijo is the master driver. And then for Hyundai, there's a TA Nubel, and then Dani Sordo, and then Mikkelsen is there. So it's amazing event for fans, especially for like Toyota drivers in Korea. It's hard to see them, meet them in person, but they are there, so they are having this signing event. So I think fans are really excited here.
Yeah, and like I said, actually, the last podcast I was telling Jose what happened. Well, there's no Americans there, so I was like, eh. But I understand why they didn't brought them because it's a different. I mean, those were mainly for the World Rally cars, not the i30s, but okay, fine. I'm okay with that. So next time, make sure you bring the Americans over there.
I also.
All right, let's see. I think Jose is showing us some of the cars. And I don't mute his mic, but so he's showing us right now the
Elantra N in the US and Avante N in Korea. And then I think these are customer car, like the with the modification. So show and shine section, I guess. So a lot of private owner car with the modifications. So
that's really good. I mean,
Elantra N, yeah.
Some of the, I mean, of course, the modifying cars, as you guys thought, is not very common in South Korea. But here in the US, it's like very, very common thing, and so it's really refreshing seeing some of these modifications in South Korea. Okay, Jose is back. Let's try one more time. Jose, if you can just turn your there you go. Turn your camera portrait. So those are the Toyotas.
Now he's showing Toyota section.
What's that?
This is the Yaris GR.
Okay.
Yes, GR Yaris. They don't sell it in Korea though. They sell it only in Japan and Europe market.
Too. Yeah.
Yeah, not in America either. Neither. So it's interesting to see these cars in Korea. So I think many of Korean they haven't seen the GR Yaris in person. So I think it's a great opportunity for them to see the car.
Yeah. It's always good to see some of those cars that they're not like the cars that you're not gonna be able to see unless you travel to those countries.
But, exactly. And also, it's a great move that they display the modified cars, because usually if brand has some kind of show, they just present like racing car or the production new cars, but they don't really like show modified customer car. But at this event, both brand Hyundai and Toyota, they are displaying the private owner owned modified car. So I think it's even greater for the fans to see other people's car, and then we can see like how brands they cherish their fans and owners. So I think it's another great move they had.
It's kind of like here in the United States we have SEMA.
Right, SEMA.
So it's kind of not like that, but it's kind of similar. They're showing customer cars where they're showing their appreciation to the brand and also customizing the cars to their needs or to their likes. So it's really good that they're actually showing that in the circuit as well.
Yeah, like SEMA or import car show, like each modified cars, they gotta have their own character. So it's nice to see the different cars.
Okay, guys.
All
You
right,
hear me
Jose.
well?
We can hear you well.
Okay.
I know you're running out of time.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I need to leave, so sorry for the connection problems. And it was a pleasure to be here with you guys.
yeah, definitely. I mean, it's
Same
always
here.
nice to be connecting. Hopefully, we can do this again. But once again, this has been the Korean Car Blog TV. We have Jinsu from WRD joining us today. Jose is obviously in South Korea. But thank you everyone for joining us who were watching the podcast today. We'll try to do another podcast maybe next week, but we'll see. But other than that, once again, thank you, Jinsu, for joining us today, and thank
Jinsu.
you, Jose.
Thank you.
Jose,
Thank you,
for
guys.
showing
My
us
pleasure.
the circuit. That's it.
Okay.
Take care.
Guys, bye.
Thank you. Have fun, Jose.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.